Hey, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today is day 6 of the 50K master account with Bulenox, also known as my road to my first payout series. And on the day, feeling very good about the entire process from start to finish on this account, breaking down each category with my psychology first. I actually woke up early again on my own before my alarm at 6 a.m. Had about 6 hours of sleep, and yeah, I still felt pretty awake and ready to go. My emotions were under a check, and I just felt like everything was aligned for the most part. Going with my strategy, I also stuck between that 15-minute time frame, which is awesome. And on top of that, I was able to find some really nice big moves for the day between the 5 and 20 point scout move I'm usually looking for. So it was just really lucrative. And I only had 2 trades and both of them were green. So it was really, really awesome to see everything play out. And then leading into my performance on the day, I felt like I executed really well with my patience, with watching the chart as clearly as possible, and really trusting my trading plan to play out the way I wanted it to. I already had a long bias after all of the news and everything, and before FOMC was released. So it just felt like everything was playing out. You'll see in the live trade in just a minute here, though, I was starting to be a little hesitant with my trade, but I didn't move anything around except for my TP to move it for more profit. And I think at that point, just seeing everything from my different confluences, align with my plan, I just had the strength to hold through and it worked out. And I'm just very thankful, honestly, for today's performance. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the rest of the video. Everything is frozen, but I do have my stop loss there. So I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna force my computer to shut off right now. Okay, I got my computer back up and running, and so I don't know what happened, but I was able to still get the full 15.5 points on this trade. So if you guys saw in the last clip, I had my stop loss like right below the swing right here, or right below this entry, and it never came back down. It just kept pushing, and it hit my 70 target, which is amazing. And my next target after this is actually 79.80. So looking for that pullback real quick, but we are staying above the 9 EMA and seeing if we're gonna just continue all the way to 79. So that was really weird. But yeah, this is the 1 minute time frame. So you can see the little blue box, 1 minute fair value gaps. So this is the 1 minute time frame. Pretty beautiful play so far. Looking at the price action right now, we got out at a perfect time and it's starting to fall. This is the 1 minute time frame. Let me go ahead and zoom out for all of you guys so you can see it was requested to show everything. And also look at this supply zone. Look how strong it is. It completely booted us out on the 15-minute time frame. And then if I pull up the 3 minute, you can see it was a beautiful rounding, or not a rounding, but like a mountain top. So we got rejected out of the zone. This gives me some belief that we might come back into it later today. We also did refill the whole CPI move on both the downside and the upside. And I want to see now if we are going to come back into the zone or not. This is the ES as well. This is the pivot target, so close to 44.33. Otherwise, we have the down target of 43.90 at this 1 hour demand zone. Just being patient. Gonna see what's gonna happen next for our next play, because we got a perfect slap here. So I do want to see if we are gonna continue down more or if we're gonna push back up to this pivot. Looking at the past couple days, you see we're in the obvious uptrend and we're in the trend line right now between yesterday and today on the 10,000 tick chart. So I'm looking to see if we might come back to retest the bottom of this trend line. We had a 3 tapper and we're obviously, pretty tight on each part of the top here. So it seems pretty respectful. I kind of want to look for the push to the downside now. So I may get into a short here if everything does line up. Let me go ahead and pull up the 1 minute time frame. Okay, might get this retracement down to this bottom area that I have where my cursor at. Let's look at our book map. Some liquidity on the downside there. And then lastly, our trading view. Wouldn't hurt to come back to view up. So just gonna continue watching. We're nothing yet so far in the charts, so yeah. All right, so I answered a long here. And I originally had a limit order at the bottom of this fair value gap. I wish I left it, but it's okay. I'm kind of thinking it might retrace on me to come back down to this 145 area. But this is the 1 minute time frame. I feel like it might retrace a bit here. It looks almost like a rounding pattern. See, this is the tip. Maybe a rounding pattern down to this side. But I want to see a push back up to previous highs, pushing off this demand area since we are bullish on the day. But I think this might be my last trade, or I might take one more. I was really patient, just waiting to see if anything will play out. And I thought this might be a good trade, but we'll see. We shall see. Okay, and then also looking at TradingView, you'll see this is where we're currently at. So it looks like we're trying to retest these, top areas yet again. That's the 3 minute. This is the 5 minute. Still trying to get to that pivot point on top at the 79 area, as I mentioned in the beginning clips. This is our book map. So we have that 74, 75 liquidity on the upside. That's kind of interesting to me. And then here we go. Let's see if we're about to hit our TP or not. Full 10 points on this move. Kind of want to take it to 74, 75. But just going to let it play out first. And I will show you the 10K tick chart right now as well. So this is the 10K tick chart. As you can see, still might want to be pushing to the upward part of this trend line, which was at 79 area. Going back to the ones, you can see this full trade right here. Really close, really, really close. Still being patient. I want to see where this is going to play out. Kind of want to move this higher to that 75. It's going to move it first to 71. Top of this liquidity, this top wick right here. So I moved it to 71. It would have hit our original TP already. So there's 71.50. Are we going to snag it? Beautiful. I think it's going to, there's that 74, 75. I was too busy looking at this chart that I didn't look at my book map and my TradingView, but it did go for that pivot point as I was mentioning. But either way, really awesome trade. So on the day, we are sitting at $52,857.88. Since we did meet the starting balance plus 100, the trailing drawdown will not follow us anymore, which is awesome. And on the day for points, for the NQ, we're up 27.25. 545 profit before the commission of 976. Right into 10 bucks, we brought home about $535. So really awesome stuff. And that is a wrap of day 6 of the 50K master account with Bulenox. The green streak continues, and I really believe that today was the best performing day I've had for this entire series, really. And even the past 2 weeks, I have been really trusting my gut and my trading plan, staying patient, managing my risk, and it has been paying off. So I do hope that this wave that I'm riding right now continues to flow in the right direction. But I do wish you guys nothing but the best and most success in your trading journey, and I will see you all in day 7.